In honor of The Last of Us 2 coming out soon, I tried beating The Last of Us without using any gun. Real quick, both bricks and bottles are great for stunning enemies throughout the game. This is especially important when there's more than one enemy. What I found is that it was always a better option to take out clickers first before any other enemy. I basically just used shivs on the clickers, pretty well the best thing I could use shivs for anyway, and when I ran out of useful things to use against them, I would throw a bottle at them and then charge a brick into their face. Ah, bricks, you never let me down. And I do want to say, anytime there was a battle to be fought, it was hilarious to be Joel and just start clubbing everyone and everything with your fists. My kill count was higher than anyone else with a gun, and that just makes me happy. Now, here comes the first big oof of the gameplay. Bill's Trap. Try whatever you want on this part, but when you're hanging upside down with a fridge tied to your ankle, you have to use your revolver. You can say the challenge has failed at this point if you want. So far, I haven't needed to use any guns for a part because it was too hard to beat with melee, which is my main concern. Luckily for us, Billy Boy, or any partners for that matter, makes great bait. What do I mean by this? When a clicker grabs Bill, it gives me a perfect chance to run up and punch the licker square in the face. I felt like a god killing clickers with my bare fists. We even had this close call that you're watching now where 4 clickers cornered us in a backyard. Bill and I were a god dream team, and together we did a beautiful job. Then we get to gun usage number 2, and it involves the bloater in the school gym. There's a few obstacles around the gym that you can climb on, and guess what? Bloaters can't climb onto things like other infected can. So I had the brilliant idea of jumping up on one of these platforms and kicking the bloater to death while Bill shot it with his shotgun, finish it with a nail bomb and a single shotgun shot. Now we come across the truck part with Bill. This part was easy peasy, all I really had to do was use Bill as bait. Now the gosh darn sniper part. Sadly, you have to use the sniper rifle here or you can't progress. So that's gun usage number 3. All I have to say about Tommy's part is that this is when I noticed a big change with enemy damage and behavior. From here on out, I'd have to use a lot of stealth. Now here comes the scariest part in the game for me. With the bloater just a few feet away, you have to bust through the door and every infected in here will come after you the second you try it. So I had to go as fast as I could and I just barely escaped the bloater. When Joel has his little oopsie and starts bleeding out on the floor, he has to use his gun on the 2 bad guys barging through the door. Right after this, we have the deer hunt with Ellie. Technically, we are shooting a bow here, not a gun, but I'll still count it. As Ellie, this is the last time I used a quote, gun. I killed dozens of dangerous armed men with a little puny switchblade. Then we have Joel get up and at him to go looking for Ellie. At this point, there were like 6 or 7 armed men searching throughout the town for me in a clumped group. I had no choice but to charge them, and most of their group ran away screaming. I guess I thought I was some crazy psycho, only using my fist to disembowel foes. Now we get to the infected tunnel. I tried sneaking through the entire tunnel. I didn't think it would work, but guess what? It did. Finally, we get to the Firefly Hospital. We have dozens of armed military soldiers, all in full bodysuits with machine guns and military training, versus one random guy with caveman weapons. I killed the entire first floor of soldiers, that's how badass I am. So I killed about half of the second floor soldiers and just sprinted to the exit. And you guys know how the rest of the game goes. I completely destroyed the military with caveman weapons. Unfortunately, you can't beat The Last of Us without using any guns, but you can get close.